And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at Cupcake Empire. Cupcakes are a weakness of mine, sweets in general probably, but these gourmet cupcake shops that open up, you go look at them and you're like, that is an amazing thing to see. I try not to eat too many of them, but I do like games themed around them. I like games that are themed around food. This is a fun one where you're opening up a cupcake empire. It's an engine building game in which you are trying to get points as quickly as you possibly can by building cupcake recipes and selling them to people in this town. Apparently this town loves cupcakes and even has laws about such things. Here's how it plays. Here is the town, and in the town are different people, and these folks want cupcakes, and the law of this town is you need to wear the clothing of the cupcake you want to eat. So this chap here is going to want a mint chocolate cupcake with mint icing. It shows you that on there. Although as the game goes by, you have the opportunity to build cupcakes that have multiple things. So for example, here he would also take this one because there's chocolate and mint, but this also will give this guy here will get the vanilla and lemon, or also the vanilla and mint, or the chocolate and lemon for her down here. So that's the kind of cupcakes these people are trying to get. Now, as the game goes by, players are going to be scoring points each round, and when someone hits 70, the game is going to end, and whoever has the most points is the winner. Players are going to be doing so on their own board here, a personal board. Everyone's going to start with one recipe. So, for example, I start with a chocolate lemon, and then you're going to start with one die of each color and 3 gray dice, which you'll roll and put in the columns that match the number that you rolled. On your turn, you pick an action. Now, the action you pick, the dice have to be all the way down to where the action is. So I could take this action here in the orange row. However, if you have a die that matches the color in the column that it's in, you can skip down to the next one. So on the beginning of the game, since I have a die in every color, I can just jump and take this action here. This action here. This one here, I can actually jump down to this action because this lets me jump to the next level. This action or this action. What do the actions do? Well, the first 2 columns are pretty simple. I can take a cupcake. So here I can take chocolate or vanilla. I can take the chocolate and vanilla bottom, and I can take the one normal and then one double. Same with the icings in this row. As you take these, you're simply going to put these, you pick the ones you want of any that are left. You're going to put them in front of you, and instantly you're going to move up on one of the 2 tracks down here. See, at the bottom of the board you have a production level and a sales level. And each turn of the game, when you're finished taking an action, you're going to move on the score track equal to the lower of these 2 numbers. Making more cupcake recipes will move up your production level. That's why you start as a 2, because you have 1, 2. But if I built this one, for example, now this one counts as a 4, 2, and 2, so I'd move up here to 6, which isn't going to help me because I need to move my sales up also. But that's what the first 2 columns do. The third one's going to help by letting you open up little restaurants or bakeries in different areas on the main board. So they're going to allow you to put them in different spots here. Some will let you put them in the yellow, some will let you put them in the orange. So here you can put the little cupcake places. The pink column is going to let you put bakeries. And if a spot is full with cupcakes, so let's say there are these little stands are all full and I want to put another one in here, I can kick out someone who's in there. And that's going to knock down their sales and make my sales go up. The green area is going to let you sell to the different customers. So when you're selling to a customer, you have to pick where you have a bakery or where you have one of these stands that sells cupcakes. And depending on how far the green action is, you can sell one up to the 2nd level, 3rd level, or 4th level. You'll sell to that person if you have a recipe matching them. So remember, I have a chocolate and lemon, so hey, I can do this one very easily. I'll take this person and I will move up 1 on the sales. Of course, the higher up you go, you can move up on sales and you're going to just get some straight points. As you move up on the sales, you're also going to take the customer and put them here, which is going to move up on sales every time you hit another spot on this board here. Finally, the pink row here is going to do things like let you get more dice or let you get these special tokens. Everyone's going to start with 1, and you can get more as the game goes by. And what these tokens do is whenever you activate that column, you'll be able to take the action. Like, for example, I might get icing in this column, and I get 3 points, and I can build a bakery on the board. So getting more of these tokens is going to allow you to do things, and getting more dice is going to give you more dice that are out on the board. When you're done taking the action, let's say I took this action, you then re-roll the dice, putting the dice in the column of the number that was rolled. So it's going to change the actions that you can take next turn. You'll notice there's no 6 column. When you roll a 6 and put it here, you're going to get a bright idea, but it locks your die here. Also, this token moves around here. If you roll more 6s, you'll move this instead of taking your bright ideas. And anytime anyone rolls a 6, everyone moves these tokens. And every time it passes here, you get a bright idea token. You can use a bright idea token to release all your dice from here, and you'll roll and put them, well, that one goes back, but you'll roll them and put them in different spots. You can also use bright ideas to move dice from one column to another column, or to get these little improvement tiles and put them on your board. There's also some random bonus tiles that are placed here at the top of the board. And when you accomplish this, like if you get 4 bottoms of cupcakes, you're going to get 6 points. And so players will have a chance to get some bonus points as they do these. And that's essentially the game. More and more customers are going to be removed from the board. Eventually someone's going to hit 70. And at that point, you simply add up final points for the last round. And whoever has the most points is the winner of the game. So for the most part, I love the components. I love these cupcakes that you can build here. They look really cool, especially the double swirl. I mean, when I was done, the first time I played this game, I really seriously considered stopping getting cupcakes from someplace because they were that much fun. I love the little meeples with the colors that they have to wear, the part there. The little cupcake bakeries are fine. Now, the wooden pieces for the game are a little small, right? They're a little small to move around, but I do like the pastel colors of them. I actually really like, I don't know what it is about this game, but the dice are neat. They almost have like a cupcake look to them. I don't know how to explain these dice. They're plastic dice. Normally, if I saw these dice, I might say, I don't know if I like this quality of die, but they fit the theming of this game. Overall, the theming of this game is on point. I think it's hilarious the number of you have to wear the colors of the cupcake that you want to eat. So I got blue pants on here and this vest, so I guess I would want a blueberry cupcake with cherry topping. Doesn't sound bad at all. But anyhow, so big fan of the theme, big fan of the cupcakes, big fan of how the game looks. Let's talk about the game itself, though. It's a really intriguing game. It's what I call an engine building game because you are rolling dice and building up cupcake recipes, putting the little shops and the bakeries on the board, maybe using abilities to get more dice, rolling the dice, moving them back and forth, getting those little tokens, making the actions better. But here's what's unique about Cupcake Empire. It's fast. It is possibly the fastest engine building game I've played in a long time. You know, these games where you do a few things. So at the beginning of the game, you have 2 production and 1 sales, right? So you're going to move 1 point. So wow, it's going to take 70 turns to end the game. Probably not. You literally can build a cupcake stand on your first turn of the game, which means you're going to get 2 points. And then on your second turn, you might move up something else, which now you're still getting maybe 2 points. But then the third turn, you get 4, and then you get 6, and then it just keeps moving up and up. And at some point, you might be getting 10 points a turn. The game just snowballs really quickly, and I'm fine with that. The whole concept of the game, take the action, roll the dice. And at first I thought, I don't know if I like this idea that the 6s get thrown into the spot. But when you get 6s in there, you get those bright idea tokens, which lets you do all sorts of things. Manipulate, move your dice into that column. And even obvious things in games, like to me, obviously you want more dice. But that's not so obvious in this one, because sure you can get more dice, but there's only so many turns in the game, so you better get cranking on other things. There's a tiny bit of interaction where you might kick someone else's cupcake stand out. There's also interaction where I might, sell to the customer that you were about to. But the game is so fast that you don't really have almost time to breathe. It's like go, 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 go. And I like that. So Cupcake Empire, for me, is a winner on many levels. It's a winner on theme. Fantastic. It's a winner on the speed of the game. 45-minute game at most, probably. And I like the mechanisms. I like to use an action in the column, then roll the dice, move them around, try to pick the best column at any particular time. It's fun to make the different cupcake recipes. It's fun to sell them. It's fun to watch your 2 columns move up, and it's really easy to teach and play. bonus tiles and everything. Just, this one is a game that I haven't heard a lot of people talking about, and I really think we should. Really cool game, Cupcake Empire. Dice Tower Judgment approved.